Today, I'm going to share with you the 3 biggest mistakes that home buyers are making in today's seller's market. And of course, a couple other home buyer tips for Phoenix buyers as well.
Hi, I'm Kelley Norton, your AZ Realty lady at EXP Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate.
So number 1, the biggest mistake that people are making is writing an offer with a home sale contingency. Now, when a seller has 20 or 30 plus offers to review, one with a home sale contingency holds the most amount of risk. So there is 0 chance of getting that offer accepted in today's market. And I get it. When you need to sell your home before you can qualify to buy, that becomes a challenge. But you have to get creative and make sure that you have a real estate agent that can navigate those fields for you. So you either need to do a rent back in your own home from the buyer that buys your house, or you need to sell your house and rent for a while before you can make that offer. Because if you make the offer and it's contingent, you will have 0 chance of getting your offer accepted. So you want to make sure that you are not writing a home sale contingency in your offer. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the information that you're seeing, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click the bell. That way you can be notified of new videos. Now, number 2 is that you're going to want to ask for the house and the dog and 2 kids. What I mean by that is, back in the day, we could write an offer and we could ask for everything that we wanted. A little bit of furniture, we could ask them to shampoo the carpets, to professionally clean, and you could even write a couple things right into the offer with regards to maybe some cosmetic condition. Those days are gone, folks. You cannot do anything that is going to make the seller, number 1, think that you're going to be a pain in the butt, and number 2, anything that's going to cost them extra money or be a bigger hassle. You can't write those things in the contract anymore. So you need to pay for your own home warranty. You need to pay for your own HOA transfer fees. Those are 2 things that are going to make your offer stronger. Financially, that puts a little bit more money to the seller, because in a regular market, you can negotiate that home warranty. So the home warranty would be typically, $550 to $650 for the annual policy. So if the seller's having to pay for that, all that's doing is just making your offer weaker by that amount of money. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but you want to find little tips and ways to make that offer stronger, even if it's $650 here and $650 there. So the HOA transfer fees, that's another thing, that can be anywhere from $200 to $500 that will also add up. So right there, we've gotten another $1,000. So again, you don't want to be adding any of these extra things into the contract that are going to make it weaker for you and in your contract. Another thing that you don't want to ask for is going to be your appliances in the home. So of course, with the house, the things that stay are going to be the built-in appliances. So that's the microwave, the range, the dishwasher, water heater, things that they don't just plug in, that are kind of fixed with the home. So those things are always going to stay. But your negotiable items are the washer, the dryer, and the refrigerator. So a lot of listings, they may not have anything on there. They might be willing to leave them, but you don't want to write that in the contract unless you know 100% that they don't need them. And I always advise my buyers that, hey, you know what? Even if they don't need the appliances, that the seller doesn't need them, they could still sell them and get a little bit of money for them. So when you're trying to be competitive, writing that offer, you got to think about those things. And I can have a conversation with a realtor on the other side just to find out, and get a little feel for it. But if there's an opportunity to put a value on those appliances and get that money back in the seller's pocket, that's a little bit more money that's gonna make your offer more attractive for that seller as well. So the 3rd biggest mistake that I am seeing buyers make in this seller's crazy market is that buyers are chasing the market up. Now, what I mean by that is, when we have a listing come on the market, let's use simple numbers, comes on the market at $400,000, and most likely it's going to sell $420 to $450. That's just the market we're in. People are bidding these offers up. So when that home sells and it becomes a comparable sale, it's now $420 to $450. But maybe you were only qualified to $430. So if you only offered, say, 405 or 410 on that home that ended up selling for 430, you're going to be priced out of the market by the time you write your next offer. So we have very few homes coming on the market. So we have a lot of buyers that are having a frenzy over every single sale. So every time one sells, it goes higher and higher and higher. And unfortunately, there's a lot of buyers that aren't comfortable when they find that first home they want to make an offer on. They're only comfortable going maybe 5,000 over because they're still thinking of the olden days and trying to negotiate and trying to get a good deal. But when you're up against 20 or 30 other buyers, you have to put your best foot forward. And that means that you have to go as high as you can in purchase price, and you have to keep a lot of the negotiations and things out of the contract. So a lot of times people are saying that they're not going to ask for repairs. That's called as-is sale. And also waiving appraisal contingency, meaning that you'll come in with the cash difference if it doesn't appraise. And I have another video that explains that. It explains what that means on appraisal waiver and what you need to know about that. So chasing the market up, again, just to make it really clear here, it means that you're not comfortable to make that really strong offer the first, second, or third time that you're making offers. So by the time you are comfortable with making a strong enough offer to get it, now the prices have exceeded where you would have been the last time, 2 or 3 times. So now you're looking at being way up here. So again, you want to make sure that you are making a very competitive offer. Even if it's the first house you looked at and you love it and you want to make an offer on it, go as strong as you can, because if you wait, by the time another home comes available, it's probably going to be $30,000 to $50,000 higher. And had you just gone, with your gut instinct that your real estate agent was helping guide you with, you would probably have a home and not be way up here. So hopefully you found that useful. So those are the top 3. Now, a couple other tips are going to be, of course, don't ask for closing costs. If you need to ask for some kind of help to come up with your closing costs or down payment or anything, lenders can see if they have a down payment assistance program. But maybe you can borrow from a family member. So it's very important to make sure you have your own funds, that you're not asking for anything like that. And another one that I would suggest is certainly having your own real estate agent. Now, the reason why it's very important to have your own real estate agent is because the other realtor is representing the seller. So even though you think that you might have a little bit of an edge by having them represent both parties, and you feel like, hey, they're going to make money on both of them, the goal for that real estate agent is to help their seller. Number one, they have probably 29 other offers to choose from. They would be better served, and their client would be better served if they picked you up as a buyer and sold you another home. See, they're going to most likely have to reduce their commission on the buying and the selling side quite a bit, since they have both the buyer and the seller. And that discount goes to the seller. It does not go to you as the buyer. It goes to the seller. That's their client, first and foremost. So the seller is getting the benefit of you jumping on board and using the same realtor, not you. And then that realtor is going to hope to have you as a buyer in the future so they can get their full commission when they represent you on your next purchase. So although you think it's in your best interest to go with that same realtor that the seller has, more than likely your offer is not going to be accepted. It's not in the seller's best interest to have their real estate agent represent both sides. The savings are not going to go to you as a buyer. And number 3, the real estate agent is going to make more if they help you buy something else. So you got to keep those things in mind. So hopefully I give you enough information to make you a little bit of a stronger buyer in today's crazy seller market. But if I can help you in any way, feel free to email me or give me a call. My number's right here. And I do answer my phone as often as I can, and I'm just here to help. So communicate in any way that you can, and have a great day.
Hi, I'm Kelley Norton, your AZ Realty lady at EXP Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate.